line. And the visitors are St Helens. It doesn't get any tougher than this. Challenge Cup winners last week, World Cup champions back in January, and of course double Super League champions, led out by Ireland international Chris Joyce, number 11 for St Helens. And listen to the roar when Iestyn Harris and Ronnie the Rhino lead out the Leeds Rhinos here. Great atmosphere inside Headingley tonight. Obviously the first of 3 home games now. There'll be a long run of fixtures now for the Rhinos here at Headingley. And next week, the visit, of course, of Bradford Falls. It doesn't get any bigger than that. Wait for the Rhinos to appear in the tunnel. Ronnie the Rhino's ready. He wants to get things underway. Television dictates that Iestyn Harris must hold back the Rhinos for a minute. They line up Francis Cummins, Chev Walker, 3 Tonie Carroll, 4 Keith Senior, 14 Marcus St Hilaire, 1 Iestyn Harris, 2 Karl Pratt, 8 Darren Cleary, 9 Robbie Mears, 20 Jamie Matthew, 17 Anthony Farrer, 11 Andy Hay and 13 Kevin Sinfield. Iestyn Harris is just 4 points short of 2,000 career points. We'll see if he can break that record tonight. 1 try away, of course, for Harris. So St Helens line up 19 Tony Stewart, 17 Steve Hall, 3 Kevin Iro, 2 Sean Hoppy, 5 Anthony Sullivan, 13 Paul Sculthorpe, 7 Sean Long. The pack for Saints, 12 Sonny Nicol, 9 Kieran Cunningham, 10 David Fairley, 11 Chris Joyce, 8 Peter Shields and 15 Tim Yonkers. The bench for St Helens, 14 Wayne McDonald, 16 Vila Matautia, 18 John Stankovic and 21 Dwayne West. And it is St Helens who get the first chance to attack. And it's a good charge out there by Tony Stewart. He's brought down some 14 metres out from his own line. Kieran Cunningham in an acting arc, gets the ball out wide to number 10, David Fairley. We saw him for a brief spell in the semi-final at JJB Stadium for an altercation with Barry McDermott. He's of course back tonight for the Rhinos. Finds himself on the bench though, as Jamie Matthews has done well to retain his place. This is the Lance Todd winner. Sean Long gets the ball out wide to Kevin Iro, of course a hero here at Headingley. In the Beast, played in the blue and amber, but he's in the white and red of St Helens tonight and be looking to have a big impact, as he has done on most occasions since he's come back to Headingley. This is Fairley, brought down there well by Fleary and Karl Pratt, playing at scrum half tonight. Have a tough test against this man Sean Long, who gets the kick in, kicks it deep. Francis Cummins does excellently to field it, then runs it back before he's picked up there by Sean Hoppy and dumped to the ground 21 metres out from his own line. Marcus St Hilaire gets the ball inside to Keith Senior, met by Chris Joyce and Kieran Cunningham also in the tackle. Chev Walker dummies to Robbie Mears, then cuts across field himself before he's eventually brought down by Sonny Nicol. Mears out to Matthew now up to the 40 metre line before he's tackled. And Leeds are making good yardage. Haven't crossed the halfway line yet though. And Iestyn Harris decides to kick in between Long and Stewart, and Long must field it on his own goal line and brings it out himself up to the 10 before Harris does him. Excellent chase there from Iestyn Harris, his own kick, chase through and tackle Long on the 10 metre line is Anthony Sullivan Ravo. Had a superb game here last year at the beginning of the season. Scored a couple of breathtaking tries, including a sensational one down the south hand side when things weren't going altogether well for the Rhinos. Kevin Sinfield gets the tackle in there on Cunningham. Both of them come out under. It's a fairly big hit. This is Stewart, comes in midfield. Darren Cleary gets the first slap on him, but it's Hay and Sinfield who complete the tackle. It's the last tackle. They're over the 40 metre line. Karl Pratt gets the hit in and Long. It's a good one there from Karl Pratt, well timed. Francis Cummins picks it off his shoelaces, then drives it back up before he's eventually met by the chasing Saints back. Wonderful chase there by Karl Pratt. He's actually back there at dummy half. Tremendous stuff from the young man. Got the challenge in on Long, was there to put the second tackle in of the set of 6 that followed. Darren Cleary fumbles the ball but then can drive it back up. Felt it was being interfered with there. Hay misses out Sinfield, then gets the ball out wide to key seniors. Seniors eventually pulled down on the Saints 40 almost. Mears out to Pratt. Pratt runs at the line looking for runners. Misses out Jamie Matthew and gets it out to Iestyn Harris. Harris out to Farrell. Then on to Tonie Carroll, but Tonie Carroll had to stop to take the ball. The pass from Farrell was behind him. Iestyn Harris has to take that one off the ground. It's a big high bomb. This will test Stewart. Jamie Matthews underneath it, but Stewart's there also. Kevin Sinfield was there as well. Robbie Mears is still going, but it's another set of 6 for the Rhinos. And they're inside the Saints 10. This is Iestyn Harris. Iestyn Harris out wide to Marcus St Helens. Marcus St Helens will score. No, he won't. Because Robert Connolly says that was a forward pass. He's touch judge in agreement with him. So Marcus St Helens is denied a try. There was acres of space out there. Leeds will do well to remember that. The South Stand are seeing the television replay. They voiced their concern over that one, but plenty of pressure from Leeds. So Robert Connolly wants the scrum fed again by Sean Long, which he duly does. Ball comes out wide to Sculthorpe, who's playing an unfamiliar position for him at standoff. Of course, normally Tommy Martin fills that berth to excellent standards, but he's not here tonight, so he's not even at the stadium. So this is fairly up to the 30-metre line before he's hoiked down by Darren Fleary and Anthony Farrell. Jamie Matthew there also. Matthew doubles up with Mears this time. Good running by both Australians. Sculthorpe runs again. Mears is in with a tackle again. Matthew also there, but Andy Hay put the initial hit in. Cunningham gets the ball out wide to Long. Sonny Nicol blocks Karl Pratt. Chev Walker coming in off his wing, comes into centre field, looking for a gap, tries to go round. He's gone round 2, still going Chev Walker. Still going as the big man. Well, he's eventually brought down on the 20-metre line, gone right across the field there. Keith Senior gets it to Marcus St Hilaire, but the defence was well set there for St Hilaire after Walker had been held up for a long time. Mears on to Harris. Harris out wide to Tonie Carroll. Leeds very concentrated in the middle of the field, inside the two 15-metre areas. Farrell gets the ball back inside to Fleary. Fleary 35 metres out from the Leeds line. This is Jamie Matthew. Matthew up to the 40-metre line, but he can't make much yardage there. Iestyn Harris is inside his 40, goes to the 40-20. Sean Long though does well. He takes the sting out of it with his shins and then gets the ball back inside the Stewart. Stewart's ran out there by Darren Fleary, who just misses him by the ankles, but Kevin Sinfield's there to wrap up. So this is Sullivan coming up the centre of the field, but he's tackled there by Sinfield. Cunningham, you need to watch Kieran Cunningham. He'll destroy if you give him time and space. And this is Stewart. He's dummy into 3 or 4, where he's eventually brought down by Andy Hay. Cunningham goes to the short side, finds Shields. Shields puts it out wide. It's a foot race now. It's Steve Hall for the corner. Good chase there by Marcus St Hilaire. Tremendous stuff there, and Francis Cummins also on hand. The fullback marshalled it well. Cunningham fires it out wide to Long. Long's got space if he can find the runner. Sculthorpe looks to be a forward pass to Chris Joyne. Ball's gone out wide. Sullivan scored. Questionable forward pass there. There's certainly the Chris Joyne pass looked forward. And this time the shot is given, and it's Sullivan. I mentioned his tries here last season, and he's wrapped up another couple there. So the 4-pointer scored by Sullivan for St Helens. Quick movement of play there. Spreading it across the field. He's going to continue his scoring record this season. Top point scorer for St Helens, but he's missed that one. So he won't be adding those to his point scoring. 4-0 it is to St Helens, 8 minutes gone. So that all come from the Steve Hall break down the right-hand side. Marcus St Hilaire did tremendously well to put the tackles in along with Francis Cummins, but Saints quickly move the ball across the field. So the game's back underway. Fielded by Stewart, who runs it back up Fairley drives it up. He's met there by Jamie Matthew and Robbie Mears. Sonny Nicol drives it up, but he's well met there by Darren Cleary, and Kevin Sinfield gets the ball away to Kieran Cunningham though. He wasn't wrapped up by Leeds. Robbie Mears does well to put Cunningham on his backside. Sean Long going across field, 5 Skullfoot dummies, then runs into Tonie Carroll, and Iestyn Harris is there to complete the tackle. Joint goes himself from dummy half. He's met by Robbie Mears. Good tackle again from the Leeds hooker. Cunningham on to Long. Long needs to kick. He goes deep. And is it going to run dead? Francis Cummins just has a look at it, then decides to bring it out of himself. There's plenty of cover there from the St Helens chasing pack, but he's able to stay out of his in goal. Keith Senior now gets the ball out to Marcus St Hilaire. St Hilaire ducks and weaves himself and gets it up to the 10-metre line. Leeds very much under the cosh in these early stages. Had the first chance through St Hilaire, which Rob Connolly, the referee, decided was a forward pass from Iestyn Harris. Saints have gone right down the other end of the field and scored their try. Andy Hay tries it up now. Leeds appeal for a penalty, but Rob Connolly's not even interested in that one. So Kevin Sinfield puts a kick through. Is it going to run dead? He put plenty of weight on it. Is it just going to stay in goal? It is indeed. Good kick by Kevin Sinfield. Wonderful weighted kick. And so St Helens need to bring it out, and Karl Pratt puts a tackle on Sean Long on the 10-metre line, and now Leeds can put the pressure on. They do well on Stewart. This is the way to rattle this St Helens side. Get in their faces. Ah, that's ridiculous, Robert Connolly. You weren't even interested when Leeds give the penalty. But as soon as Leeds make any sort of motion to hold a player down, that's it, a penalty. Well, I can understand if he's trying to settle down the teams, but surely all the players look for is consistency from the officials. So this is Shields. Gets it up to just before the halfway line. Kieran Cunningham tries to run from dummy half. He's met by Andy Hay, but only turns and goes the other way. Didn't stop him, just changed his angle of direction. Skullfoot goes to the short side, finds Chris Joint. Chris Joint runs at Karl Pratt. Then the ball's put out wide to Kevin Iro. But this time Robert Connolly decides it was a forward pass. Iro did well to take it, but credit also Chev Walker, who referees Western hadn't gone. He played to the whistle and put the tackle in on Iro. Good stuff from the Rhinos. And so Karl Pratt will get the game back underway. Kevin Sinfield gets it out wide to Keith Senior. Keith Senior runs at his opposite number and goes. But steps back inside. Good run in here by Keith Senior. Comes back inside. Still going Keith Senior. This will be an awesome try if he can score it. It's an absolutely belter. That's 100 points for Keith Senior for the Rhinos. His 25th tie. An absolute sensational try from the big man. Well, he dodged inside out. The fullback was the centre was Hoppy. He turned Hoppy's skin inside out. He did it that well. And then he's raced down the touchline, pushed aside one. Long got caught in the debris, couldn't get to him, and Keith Senior's away to the touchline, and the Rhinos are back in this game. Just drifted to the right to the posts. It was straight enough and enough power on it, just lacked a little bit to the left, and so it's 4 points all. So this is Anthony Powell, who drives it back up at Chris Joint and Kevin Iro. Actually brought down on the 20-metre line. Robert Connolly looked like he was about to signal for a penalty, but thought otherwise of it. Fairley and Cunningham in on the tackle on Kevin Sinfield. Iestyn Harris runs at the line, finds Keith Senior. Keith Senior steps back inside, still going Senior. Oh, and he's full of fire tonight. Andy Hay has to pass it behind Sean Hoppy, who's in back play there. This is Darren Fleary, tries it straight up the centre of the field. Last tackle for the Rhinos. He'll go for the 40-20 here. No, he steps outside as Iestyn Harris, so just kick to the corner. Let's see how the bounce goes with it, but it's too strong. Saints will get the tap on the 20-metre line. And Leeds needs to keep the pressure up now. Keep it going. Good and tight. Sullivan runs straight at them, but Mears, who's been in sensational form so far tonight, really has tackled well. This is Yonkers, drives it up, and he's tackled there by Fleary and Sinfield. Cunningham onto Fairley, drives it straight at Jay Matthew. Jay Matthew did well to take the initial hit, and then Andy Hay went round the legs to pull the big man down. Sculthorpe runs straight at the centre of the field, but Fleary and Farrell are there, and you don't get through them easily. Just close the door on him. Cunningham out wide to Long. Long kicks to the corner. Francis Cummins has it well judged and was well in position. He's got Chev Walker outside, and Chev Walker cuts back in centre field, runs straight at Sonny Nicol. All the Saints back line are offside on the right hand side of Robert Connolly. Goes out wide to Kevin Sinfield. Sinfield back to St Helens. St Helens, if he can get through the gap here, will go. Still going St Helens, but he's just wrapped up there on the 40-metre line. Rob Connolly has to look at his blind side here. Jay Matthew runs at the line, dummies. He's given it against Leeds. Giving it to Leeds rather. Head high tackle with Jamie Matthew. Ball goes out wide to Karl Pratt. Then onto Darren Fleary. Iestyn Harris is marshalling the troops. He knows that he wants to go. He's talked it through with the players. Watch for Andy Hay on this move. Hay outside Harris, but Harris goes himself. Just short of the 10-metre line. Sonny Nicol drags him two there. Robbie Mears onto Andy Hay. Andy Hay runs at Kieran Cunningham. He's just brought down 2 metres out from the St Helens line. Mears onto Harris. Harris out wide. Sculthorpe trying to go for it. Karl Pratt's around it. Gets the ball out wide to Francis Cummins. Then out to Tonie Carroll. And Robert Connolly denies Leeds. Yet another try. It's the second of the evening denied him for a forward pass. Sculthorpe came flying out for the interception there. Leeds shifted the ball on. Looked to be a touch there from Sullivan, but it's irrelevant now as the game gets underway and St Helens have the ball in their hand. Only one for the talking rooms around the pubs of Headingley and also St Helens, no doubt. Good running here from Sean Hoppy, but he's brought well to ground by Iestyn Harris. Sculthorpe drives it straight up. But Fleary and Matthew, the two props working in tandem there, doing well. This is Fairley, he tries it straight out the middle, but again Mears is there. Tremendous stuff from Robbie Mears. Really gets low and puts the drive in. Sean Long gets the ball out wide to Chris Joy. Out wide there to Stewart. Stewart out to Iro. Iro tries to go around Chev Walker. Chev Walker gets the tackle in, but the ball's going out wide to Sullivan. And Sullivan's in touch, but he manages to get the ball away, but Leeds field it. Tremendous stuff there. Great stuff from the Rhinos. Tremendous work by Tonie Carroll and Chev Walker. Real great stuff there from the Rhinos. Mears onto Carroll, who's looped round from his far touchline. Really exciting rugby league here. Ball going right down there. The attack of St Helens matched by the defence of Leeds. And Leeds finally get a penalty for offside. Kevin Sinfield puts the kick in. Gets the bounce of the ball and it goes in a touch. That's something Leeds have been practising, obviously. Robbie Mears takes it, runs it out to Darren Fleary. Darren Fleary steps and goes himself, looking for a gap. There's no gap there. So Mears onto Pratt. Pratt out wide to Sinfield. Sinfield inside to Farrell. Farrell still going. Can he get the ball away? No, he can't. He's tackled by Chris Joint. Tremendous stuff by the St Helens captain. Out wide to Kevin Sinfield. Inside to Tonie Carroll. Can he burrow his way to line? He can, you know. The big Kiwi scored, but Rob Connolly wants to go at the screen. That's a try. I'd stake my house on it. He burrows his way to the line there. scores a try. And Robert Connolly was in perfect position to see that. Just wanted to get the reassurance from the video ref. You can judge the merits of that if you like, but that's a try for the Rhinos and they've taken the lead. And so the Rhinos take the lead through a Tonie Carroll try. Can Iestyn Harris add the extras? Just 4 short of 2,000 career points. So Harris takes his time. Almost the same position, but on the other side of the pitch. But a different result, and he's got 2 more points, Iestyn Harris. And the Rhinos extend their lead. Ian Millward's not happy about something. He's got Mickey McGurn talking up there, the former Leeds conditioner, now at St Helens, running the water on for St Helens, and no doubt the messages. So Sculthorpe gets the game back in the way, kicks it short, and it's fielded down there by Tonie Carroll. Runs straight at Sullivan. He'll have to stay in field. Does well to do so. Tried several efforts, but once Tony's down, you ain't going to get him up. This is down Fleary. Fleary out wide to Hay. Hay tries to get the ball back inside to Cummins, but surely there was a knock on there by Sean Long. Sinfield does well to get the ball. And finally the knock-on decision is given, playing the advantage. But good thinking there by Andy Hay, trying to get the ball back to Francis Cummins, and all Long could get to it was a hand, so it knocked it on. So Karl Pratt can feed this scrum. Gets the ball away to Iestyn Harris. Iestyn Harris running at the Saints line. Inside ball to Francis Cummins. Cummins cuts through, but is well tackled there by Sculthorpe and Yonkers. This is Farrell over the 40-metre line, up to the halfway line. Good run in there from the big man. Gets the ball away to Robbie Mears. On to Jamie Matthew. Jamie Matthew dummies the inside ball, then gets tackled by Fairley on the halfway line. Will Leeds be making a substitution soon? We've got 22 minutes into the half. No changes yet from either side, to be fair. So we'll see how this pans out. I'm sure we'll see someone on soon. Harris onto Sinfield. Sinfield inside ball to Andy Hay. Andy Hay had Cummins on his shoulder but just couldn't get the ball to him. Sinfield dive pass onto Harris. Harris running at the St Helens line. Still going, Iestyn Harris. Uses Pratt as his four. This is Anthony Farrell. Anthony Farrell cuts back inside. Still going, Anthony Farrell. Looks to get the ball away to Pratt, but does well to hold on to it. Karl Pratt goes himself, puts a little kick through. Shields goes for safety first and just punched it there. Couldn't see who was behind him. Good thinking there by Karl Pratt. Puts the pressure on. Tremendous stuff from Anthony Farrell. Really was. When he goes, he really can get a head of steam up. Long kicks it out. Good kick from Long. Up to the halfway line before Andy Hay fields it. He's over the 40. He's going to get met on the 30. That's where he stopped. So this is where this set of 6 will start for the Rhinos. Mears onto Sinfield. Sinfield dummies to Matthew, then takes himself into centre field. Good stuff from Leeds. Mears finds Matthew. Matthew dummies and goes himself. Runs straight at Chris Joint. 2 Ireland teammates there. Mears onto Pratt. Pratt out wide to Tonie Carroll. Tonie Carroll's going to score! Well, he scored 4 here early on in the season. He's got 2 tonight. Tonie's 6th of the season. The 7th now. Tremendous stuff from the big Kiwi. Got in the right position there, drove for the line, and St Helens mustn't know what's hit them. They've been hit by a Carroll Colossus. He's gone straight at them. It'll be interesting to see the first hit between those two once play gets back underway. This is Iestyn Harris going for 2,000 career points. A tremendous landmark for any player, and that's it. Iestyn Harris has done it. 2,000 career points. Tremendous achievement for this lad who just keeps getting up and up in the estimations and the annals of history of rugby league. Ball goes dead. And so it'll be a penalty to Leeds in the halfway line. So 16-14 to the Rhinos. Iestyn Harris takes his time with this one. And gets it up to the 25 out from the St Helens line. He's 5 foot down, his first run. Takes a big hole out of the St Helens defence. He's picked up by Sonny Nicol, but he's brought down. They're trying to get the niggle on him. Jamie Matthew inside to Karl Pratt, out to Mears, onto Harris. Harris out wide to Sinfield. Sinfield gets the ball away to Senior. Senior long inside the ball. Marcus St Hilaire still going. St Hilaire did well there. Did Sean Hoppy. Sinfield onto Harris. Harris out to Jamie Matthew. Jamie Matthew dummies and gets tackled in centre field by Sonny Nicol and John Stankovic. This is on to Karl Pratt. Karl Pratt inside to Anthony Farrell, who's looked sensational tonight. Really has worked hard. Mears onto Harris. Harris has Hay outside him. Inside ball to Andy Hay. Can Andy Hay make it to the line? No, the ball's got knocked back. It's still going. Jamie Matthew tries to burrow his way to the line. Well done, Leeds. Good thinking. Good hands as well. Iestyn Harris now runs at Sean Long, then gets the ball out wide to Marcus St Hilaire. But it's gone forward, says Rob Connolly. He's just ran out of steam there. The momentum got stopped in mid centre field with Jamie Matthew, and they just had the gave St Helens the chance to have a breather. Injury there to Jamie Matthew. Paddy Moran comes on. Let's have a good look at him. See Bradley Clyde stripping off. We'll see Farrell move up to prop. Matthew is able to continue. Might see that change in the fullness of time. This is Stewart. He's brought down there by Farrell. Long at dummy half, finds Sculthorpe, puts it out wide. Good hit there by Tonie Carroll. That's becoming his trademark, very much so. The big hits in centre field. But Karl Pratt's, was it Iestyn Harris penalised for offside there. Sean Long gets a good boot on it there, gets good distance. And so St Helens will start this set of 6. 45 out from the Leeds line. Good run in here by Yonkers, runs at Andy Hay though. Banner McDermott missed him first ball, he's there to get the second effort. Cunningham on to Long. Long inside ball to Shields. Shields is brought down. 35 out from the Leeds line. Cunningham does well to go himself, but Matthews penalised. He said he was at mark-up, but Rob Connolly says that he wasn't straight. Sean Long taps it and goes himself, comes across field. Ball's gone loose, goes out wide to Iro there. Stankovic did well to ignore the pass, could have got a knock on. Iro still going Iro. Needs to be brought down, he is, by Karl Pratt. Does really well to get the tackle in there. This is fairly down through the centre of the field. Andy Hayes there along with Jamie Matthew. Saints will look to come up with points here with the half-time interval beckoning. Miss out Long, goes out wide to Shields. Shields runs at Cummins, and Senior's there as well. Tackle put in. So Hoppy fires the ball out wide to Sean Long. Sean Long lies to put the pass in at Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe out wide to Iro. Iro against Carroll. Former New Zealand international against the current one. Stankovic goes himself, still going for the line, looks to get the ball out to Sonny Nicol. Good stuff from Stankovic, but is Nicol held up? It looks like he is. Good defence and good attack. Fair play to both teams there. Stankovic did incredibly well to get the ball away. Nicol did well to catch it, but Leeds, credit the Leeds defence. Francis Cummins in there, Robbie Mears in there as well, working together, doing well to put the tackle in. but it wasn't the last tackle, so St Helens get a chance to another set of 6 inside the Leeds 10, Sculthorpe, but Rob Connolly's not happy with the scrum. Sculthorpe picks up to keep the same movement going against Sculthorpe, fires it out wide. It's worked out well there for Iro. Oh, that's a textbook try there, absolutely textbook. You could practice that all day in the training field with unopposed and you wouldn't find it any easier than that. They've come round there, Leeds have failed to communicate, Sculthorpe long, all attacking. They've overstacked on that side and Leeds haven't reacted quickly enough. Francis Cummins it was that missed the tackle on Iro. He was moving far too fast for him. At the end of the season actually fractured Mackay's cheekbone in that tackle. Sean Long bobs that conversion over and Rob Connolly having a long chat to Iestyn Harris. He's not happy about something. This could bode badly for Leeds. Obviously Robert Connolly's got something he's not happy about in the Leeds team. The rub of the green, we shall see if that pans out. I'm sure it won't have any bearing on the future of this game. This is Fairley, tries it up to the 20-metre line. Met by Bradley Clyde, old adversaries from the NRL. This is Matautia. Runs at Iestyn Harris and Karl Pratt, who put him down. Kieran Cunningham appeals to the penny, gets the ball to Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe stopped again by Pratt, who's done an awful lot of tackling in this first half. This is Stewart. Tries at the centre field. Barry McDermott goes too high, doesn't get the tackle in. Mears has to complete it. Cunningham going across field. Shields goes round, senior first of all, then heads out towards the touchline side. He's eventually brought down there by Kevin Simfield. This is Long. Long kicks across. Chev Walker's in good position for it and can field it well. Just 8 metres out from his own line. Comes across centre field, runs straight at Matautia and Stankovic. And spins and turns in the cackle. Where he's brought down. Karl Pratt onto Francis Cummins. Cummins steps through over the 20-metre line.
Barry McDermott drives it straight up, still going McDermott. Tremendous stuff from the Great Britain and Ireland International. Short side ball to Bradley Clyde. Bradley Clyde, dummy standing Hayes, still going Clydey. Well, he's brought down 40 metres out. Tackle to spare for the Rhinos. Ball goes out wide to Kevin Simfield. Simfield puts the gas down. Still going Simfield. Gets the ball back inside to Iestyn Harris. Iestyn Harris onto Farrell. Another set of 6 for Leeds. Still going Farrell. Having a tremendous game, as I've already mentioned. Farrell, he's made 15 metres there. Great stuff. And Leeds have another set of 6. This is Iestyn Harris. Runs at the line. Finds Karl Pratt. Karl Pratt has the ball back to beat. Karl Pratt will score. Yes! That's a try for the Rhinos. And there's no denying it this time. No video left. No forward pass. Try for the Rhinos. Great stuff there from Leeds. Tremendous stuff in centre field to lead up to that try. The run from Anthony Farrell gave the whole movement impetus, driving upfield. The pass from Harris onto Pratt was sublime, and Harris and Pratt, the sheer pace, taking him away from the fullback. Harris adds the extras, and Leeds have a 12-point lead. Sculthorpe gets the game back underway. We're hoping for a better effort than last time, where it went straight into touch, but this time it doesn't. Farrell was able to drive it back up to the 20-metre line before he's eventually brought down. So now up over the 30-metre line, Leeds through Bradley Clyde. Mears, dummy's first time to Barry McDermott, then on to Kevin Simfield. Harris running up the line, finds it out wide to Keith Senior. Senior pushes off the first tackle. It's a foot race. Keith Senior running upfield. He's got Francis Cummins inside and Cummins takes it. Cummins will score, and Leeds are in heaven, in absolute heaven. Tremendous stuff from Iestyn Harris first of all. The ball onto Senior. A brilliant run by Senior. He drew the cover, and then credit Francis Cummins. That support play, that full-back play of the highest order. Don't forget, Brett Mullins is also part of this squad. Francis Cummins right out of the top drawer, on the shoulder of his centre, took the ball, scored the try. Iestyn Harris looking to have the extras. He does exactly that, and Leeds lead by 18 points. Controls the ball with his boots before finding Andy Hay. Andy Hay drives it up, coming in and fairly into the tackle. It's a penalty to Leeds, is it? No. Well, it probably seems to be blowing his whistle, but having none of it. Barry McDermott still going. Bradley Clyde runs straight through the Saints defence. He's an absolutely awesome talent, is Bradley Clyde. All his years of experience is embodying into this Leeds side. Well, that's Clyde and McDermott that drove Leeds right up the field. This is Mears, runs straight at the Saints defence. Get the ball inside of Kevin Simcoe. Simcoe has the full-back to beat. Still going Simcoe. Goes down Skullthorpe. Still going. Gets to that wide Tonie Carroll. Tonie Carroll to score in the corner. Oh, this is fairy tale stuff. Absolute fairy tale stuff. Well, you can keep your trophies at Nosey Road. They're getting an absolute pasting here at Headingley. And it's not even half-time yet. Well, there's a cracking atmosphere inside Headingley tonight. I'd guess there's about 14,000 here to witness the arrival of the world champions. Just wait and see how many are going to be here next week when Bradford Bulls are the visitors. The place will be absolutely rocking. So Iestyn Harris has a chance to convert this to make it 34-10 in the closing minutes of this first half. Oh, he's hit the post. So it stays at 32 points to 10. And you'd settle for that if you'd asked at half-time. After before the game, what you'd want for half-time. But what a play there from Kevin Simfield. Tremendous stuff. Cut right through the heart of the St Helens defence, and then to find the ball outside to Tonie Carroll. Tremendous stuff. And so that's the hooter has gone. The tackle to complete. And that's the end of the first half. The Rhinos lead 32 points to 10. And so St Helens will get the game back underway. Paul Skullthorpe in his kicking duties, just looking across the Leeds team. I don't think there's any change in half time. No, there haven't been. So Leeds will look to continue where they stopped off. Mears finds Andy Hay. Andy Hay out to Kevin Simfield. Simfield onto Farrell. Attacking from the off, the Rhinos. Trying to catch St Helens Cole. Still going Farrell. Still going. Chris Joynt eventually pulls him to the ground along with Kevin Iro. Simfield finds Clyde. Clyde has Cummins outside him, but just elects to run himself up to the 30-metre line. This is Barry McDermott charging upfield. Still going McDermott. He's made 15 metres. Still going. Eventually pulled down, making about 20 metres on the run. This is Iestyn Harris, runs straight at the line, gets the ball inside to Andy Hay. Andy Hay gets the ball back to McDermott, who takes it himself, steps round the first tackler fairly, and is brought down by Cunningham, amongst others, with Hoppy there as well. Mears onto Pratt. Pratt out to Simfield. Simfield runs it close to the line. Clyde tries to take the short ball, but just knocks off his chest. So that attack comes to an end for Leeds, and St Helens will get their first chance of the second half to no doubt put the stinging words from Ian Millward at half time into action.
Be interesting to see how they go in the course of this game. Of course, an emotionally as well as fitness zapping occasion. Our cup finals, Leeds have felt the force of that in the last 2 years, for good and bad, and it's be interesting to see how St Helens cope in the latter stages of this game as they attack down their left-hand side through Sculthorpe, joint at dummy half, finds Matautia runs across field. Robbie Mears gets the tackle in, but he manages to get the ball away to Sean Long. Sinfield tries to track back on Long, eventually gets the tackle in, but Iros swats off 3 and then gets the ball back to Hoppy. Hoppy's eventually brought down by Keith Senior and Sinfields. This is good attacking from St Helens, looking to get back on the scoreboard as soon as they can. Sculthorpe dummies, he's tackled by Farrell. Well done, Anthony Farrell. Tremendous stuff. Last tackle now. Cunningham looks to go himself, gets a little kick through. Mears is alert to it. Mears tries to go around Matautia. He has broke through, he's on a run, but Sean Long was on to him. He's up to the 30-metre low line before he's brought down. Sinfield onto Harris. Harris has Pratt outside him, still running, finds Pratt now. Pratt running at line, inside to Clyde. Clyde cuts in field, still going Bradley Clyde. Eventually brought down by Sculthorpe. This is good stuff from the Rhinos. It's an absolutely sensational game of rugby league here at Headingley Stadium. This is Iestyn Harris, out wide to Sinfield. Sinfield cuts back inside, finds Francis Cummins. Cummins arcs back across looking for a gap, but then Hay is pulled down. 38 out from the Saints line. Sinfield inside ball to Senior. Senior runs straight at the Saints defence. Leeds looking to keep the pressure up. Now, Sinfield. Bad ball from centre air, but Sinfield can deal with it and gets the ball out wide to Hay, but Hay's tackled in centre field by Matautia. Last tackle now for Leeds. Iestyn Harris runs at the line, steps and goes himself and gets the ball back to McDermott. McDermott out wide to Hay. Hay has options outside him, still going Andy Hay. He's going to make it to the line. He is, you know. He's only gone and scored. Andy Hay, tremendous stuff. Well, nothing seems to be on. Iestyn Harris seems to be caught in possession. He throws the ball back. Barry McDermott picks it off his toes, gets the ball to Andy Hay. The St Helens defence just stood and looked at him, making him make the decision. When he made the decision, he ran all the way to the line and scored a try for the Rhinos.
He truly adds the 2, and the Rhinos have a commanding lead. And they will now, this will be a test for Leeds. They need to hold out, keep the fence strong. That was a problem at Halifax on Monday night. Conceded sloppy points that made the scoreline not as impressive as it should have been. They need to stamp their authority on this game and on St Helens. Make them remember the Leeds Rhinos for the rest of this season. Sculthorpe kicks it through. Mears does well to field it with his shins first of all. Andy Hay out wide to Kevin Sinfield. Sinfield inside to Farrell. Farrell runs straight at the Saints defence, goes through Matautia and is eventually brought down by Sculthorpe. Mears finds Clyde. Clyde runs at Iro, and Iro just collects him around the collar and pulls him down on the 40-metre line. Mears ignores the run of Walker, goes himself. Sullivan though had him well marshalled and put the tackle in. Walker out dummy half, finds Barrett there, does well to collect that bunny and drives it in centre field, looking for the offload. It's not on though. Harris runs at the line, finds it inside to Sinfield, but Lee's not making a great deal of yardage on this set of 6. Just a containing one from St Helens. Harris kicks through, joint on the charge, it's gone behind. Stewart didn't judge that very well. He has to go back and collect it 5 minutes out from his own line. The chase is good from Leeds. Farrell's there, along with Clyde. This is Sullivan though. Give him a half a chance and he'll go the length of the field. As Leeds found out to their cost last season at Headingley. He's fairly driving up to centre field, looks to get the offload away. It wasn't coming off. Well done, Anthony Farrell and Barry McDermott there, just making sure the offload wasn't available after the initial tackle by Clyde. Matautia pushes off the tackle of McDermott, but ball goes back to Cunningham. Cunningham running across the field. This is when Saints at the most danger. Sean Long steps and goes. Leeds are closing up on them, but it all dies in centre field with Stewart. Cunningham on to Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe out wide. Knock on there, but Leeds have the advantage. And Robbie Mears runs it through the field. Tries to get past Cunningham first. Set of 6 now for the Rhinos. This is St Helens, centre field. Looking to break through the cover, but Stankovic is there with the tackle. Mears onto Clyde. Clyde runs straight at the town, just spins off that tackle and is eventually brought down by Fairley. Mears to McDermott. McDermott runs through Chris Joint, but Joint's too wide, so that ball gets knocked back by McDermott. Connie looks to his touch judge. Connie McDermott didn't knock it on, he was trying to get the offload away, but the tackle was too strong from Joint. Knocked the ball on, tried to push it back as it fell, but it had already gone forward. Touch judge saw it there. Sculthorpe out wide, finds Iro, but Senior's there in the tackle. Pushing Iro back still. Need to wrap him up, he's dangerous. That's what you have to do with Iro, you can't let him get an arm away. Sinfield in with a tackle, good tackle there by Kevin Sinfield. Iestyn Harris gets the initial tackle in, it's not completed, but it is by Andy Hay. So Cunningham cuts across field, tackled by Clyde, but he managed to get the ball away. Good defence from the Rhinos. They're containing St Helens, but St Helens can turn this into attack so very easily, and no more so than this man Sean Long can turn a game in an instant. Cunningham to get the ball away. This is Sculthorpe out wide to Stewart. Stewart cuts inside, but he's tackled well by Keith Senior, who spins him around and dumps it to the floor. Very messy play of the ball there from St Helens. Julie is given as a illegal play of the ball, so Leeds get the penalty. Iestyn Harris will try to get as much yards on this as possible. He's deep inside Leeds territory. 10 minutes into the second half, Leeds lead 38 points to 10. So Francis Cummins goes to the blood bin. And Keith Senior is also sent to the blood bin. So it's 2 quick changes needed for Leeds. Mark Calderwood comes on for Francis Cummins, but Keith Senior has also been sent to the blood bin, so Paddy Moran will have his work cut out fixing these people up. Paul Lanthea, the club doctor, will also be getting his hand in and making sure that the job gets done. Barry McDermott drives it up over the 40-metre line as Leeds try to charge upfield. Mears onto Clyde. Clyde dummies to Pratt, then drives up himself, just short of the halfway line. This is Harris. Harris inside ball to Farrell. Farrell charges up. Tremendous work load by Anthony Farrell tonight. Still going, lumbering upfield, dragging 3 Saints players with him. Mears onto Harris. Harris out to Pratt. Pratt tries to push off the first tackle of Iro. Still going, Karl Pratt comes back in field. Eventually met by Cunningham and Stankovic, who put the tackle in on them. Mears onto Harris. Harris out wide to Sinfield. Sinfield comes back inside, looking to get the offload away, but Matauti and Yonkers are there along with Stankovic. So Pratt fires it out wide to Hay. Hay onto Clyde. Clyde to Chev Walker, who's brought down on the 20-metre line, but it's the end of the set of 6. He's lacking options there, and they got caught in possession. This is Stankovic. He's well tackled there though by Walker and Clyde. And so Leeds need to keep the defence tight. And Cunningham runs around and doesn't really make much yardage, but gets the ball away. Ball back to where it was initially from the offload. Going down the short side now.
using Iro. Iro gets the ball out wide to Sullivan. Sullivan has St Helens to beat. St Helens tees him up well, but Sinfield's there. Sinfield gets him in touch. Tremendous stuff from Kevin Sinfield. Never gave up the ghost there. Chased him all the way into the touchline. And the first player to congratulate him is Marcus St Helens. St Helens went high, managed to push him out wide, and Sinfield was there. Steve Hall it was who was pushed into touch. And so Saints make another couple of substitutions. The two Leeds props warming up on the touchline. Keith Senior's return with a bandage from out of the Crimean War. Still no sign of Francis Cummins. Anthony Farrell tries it up. Mears goes to the short side. Barry McDermott spins out the first tackle. High shot there from 14 Wayne McDonald, former Wakefield player. Hasn't had the best of times since going to Knowsley Road. Not been able to nail down a regular first team place. St Helens onto Hay. Hay tries it straight up. This is Bradley Clyde. Tries it straight to Sonny Nichols. Spins out the tackle from Cunningham. And is eventually brought down 30 metres out. Mears onto Pratt. Pratt runs at the line. Inside ball to Barry McDermott. But he's well met there by Kieran Cunningham. Just showing why he's the best hooker in the world. Mears ducks under the first tackle, looking to scurry away like he did at the new show on Monday night. Iestyn Harris now out to Kevin Sinfield. Sinfield puts a little kick through. Got good weight on it, but Hall is there to pick it up. And Keith Senior returning to the field is able to put the tackle in. Coming across the field, spinning out the first couple of tackles, but eventually tackled there by Chev Walker. Stankovic drives it up, but he's brought down 38 out from his own line. This is good defence from Leeds. Wayne McDonald drives up, such a big man. Difficult to bring down, a huge frame on the former Wildcat and Scotland international. This is Sculthorpe, runs straight up, run through Keith Senior. Senior missed him, it's gone out wide. This is Hall. Hall had nightmares about the last time, but he's going to score in the corner. No stopping him this time, did well. Disappointment there from Leeds. They were caught out wide there. Keith Senior missed the tackle on Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe did well, fired the ball out wide, and Leeds just couldn't get the organisation there. Long as the attempted conversion, it looks good. It certainly is good. So 38 points to 16. The Rhinos now lead. We need to come back and be strong from this now. We conceded some sloppy points against Halifax on Monday. And they won't be wanting a repeat of that. Well, dummied round Walker to score that try as the big screen shows here at Headingley tonight. No hiding place. Harris kicks, bounces on the 20 metre line, but it's eventually fielded. Southdown appeals very lightly for a forward pass there from the first ball. But they're breaking through again now, St Helens, and Leeds need to just up the gear. Cunningham out to Nicholl. Nicholl tries to go over the top of Bradley Clyde, but the initial tackle is too strong. Cunningham does brilliant there, shows all his experience, uses Clyde as the shield. He knew he had to retreat, he couldn't touch him. Just ran behind him and caused the defence to miss him. Long tries to go through, but there's been crossing there. Mark Calderwood getting a bit giddy. Couldn't quite hear the referee's signal, but Leeds do have the ball, crossing by Sean Long. Ball goes to Tonie Carroll. He's already got 3. He's going to have it scoring 4 at Headingley. Not on that one, he's not. This is Karl Pratt out to Clyde in the centre of the field. Driving it straight up is Clydey. Met by Cunningham and Nickel. Darren Cleary returns to the Rhinos. Harris out wide to Hay. Hay looks to get round Iro, but he's well tackled. Senior onto Cleary. Cleary tries to go round Nickel. He's brought down on the 20-metre line. Pratt out wide to Harris. Harris tries to go through Joyce. Still going, Iestyn Harris. Still going, Iestyn Harris. Still going, Iestyn Harris. Absolutely awesome. There's one, the only, Iestyn Harris. There isn't another. He's absolutely sensational. He scored a breathtaking try at the new Shea on Monday night. He's added another one there. Robert Conley's gone to the video ref, but that's a try for Iestyn Harris. Sean Hoppy desperately trying to stop him as he's going over. Leeds heading back to the centre. St Helens sparingly moving out to the 10-metre line. All eyes for the big screen. And it's a try for the Rhinos.
He stops the kick over just for good measure, and the Rhinos extend their lead.
Marcus St-Hilaire as well to feel that kick. They were trying to get it out into touch. Still going St-Hilaire, tremendous stuff. Mears onto Cummins, who's just returned from the blood bin. Andy Hay dummies and drives it up to the 30-metre line. 44-16 it is now for the Rhinos. Mears onto Fleary. Fleary out to McDermott. McDermott over the 40-metre line, still going. Gets the offload out to Keith Senior. Keith Senior tries to go around the cover, just throws it to one side. Well, if you aren't going to get out of my way, I'll just throw you out of my way. The sheer power of Keith Senior. Iestyn Harris does well to feel the kick there. Kicks through. Gets a good boot on it. It's not going to run dead, so Saints will have to chase it back for Stewart. And there's a good Leeds chase there. There's 4 blue and amber men at him. And Keith Senior and Darren Fleary do the job. Cunningham. Inside ball to Nickel. Nickel drives it up. McDermott in with a tackle along with Fleary. Leeds just up in the ante. Cunningham inside ball to Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe's away again. He's been a real thorn in the Leeds side, but that pass goes straight into touch, and Leeds' blushes are saved. Dave Plange coming on to tell Barry McDermott, going number 10, your time is up. He was blown a bit there, Barry. Only 2 games back from that long suspension. Jamie Matthew comes back into the side, and Leeds have head and feed. Sinfield finds Harris. Harris inside ball to Senior. Out to Pratt. This is Francis Cummins. Cummins looks to get through the cover. He's just pulled down. This is good stuff from the Rhinos. Good attacking options. Tonie Carroll drives it up. Still going Carroll. Brought down by Joyce. Walker in at dummy half. Robbie Mears was there, but Walker decides to take it himself. Still going Chev Walker. Caught by his collars by Kieran Cunningham. Good play by the Welsh international. Iestyn Harris runs at the line, gets the ball out wide to Sinfield. Sinfield inside to Senior. Senior powers his way onto the 10-metre line. Centre layer onto Sinfield. Sinfield to Fleary. Fleary steps and goes himself. Leeds, this is the last tackle. Need options here. Goes to Kevin Sinfield. Sinfield out to Harris. Harris out wide to Tonie Carroll. Tonie Carroll inside to Chev Walker. Chev Walker doing a sortie. He should know. I've no doubt that Rob Conley goes to the video ref. Well, I'd be wrong. Try for the Rhinos, try for Chev Walker, and the lead is extended. Ian Millwall comes up on the screen. He's not so talkative as he normally is. I wonder why.
Ronnie the Rhinos made a promise to his fans that if the Rhinos score 50 points, he'll do 50 press-ups. Iestyn Harris kicks this. Ronnie's going to be doing a lot of work. And he has! Well, that's the 50 for the Rhinos. 50 points to 16 against the trophy cabinet. Bradley Clyde up to Karl Pratt. Karl Pratt inside the Chev Walker. Chev Walker does well to come away from the touchline. Pratt tells Tonie Carroll to get round to the other side of him. This is Clydey. Drives it up. Met by Sonny Nicol. Darren Fleary. Just short of the halfway line. Inside ball to Iestyn Harris. Harris runs at Sculthorpe. Still going Iestyn Harris. Hoppy tries to tackle in reverse style. Francis Cummins got the ball. Francis Cummins going to score into the post. That's another try for the Rhinos. And the mocking South Stand. Oh, come on, lads. Easy, easy. Oh, dearie me. It'll be a long trek back to Merseyside for those St Helens fans. 54 points to 16 is the lead now for the Rhinos.
Harris adds the conversion.
And the Rhinos are 50 points in front. So rather, these lead by 40 points. But a good kick from St Helens. I think that's what Sculthorpe was aiming for earlier. He's tried it a couple of times, gone for the touchline. Interesting this year in Super League, we've seen a number of teams try different options with the kick-off rather than just the usual kick to about the 10-metre line. Teams, good stuff for Iestyn Harris. And we see it there, the kicking games of teams have become so important, they really have. They've become a crucial part of what Super League is about. Ronnie's giving it to the Sky cameraman. He loves a bit of publicity, that fella. Iestyn Harris runs at the St Helens line. Tonie Carroll tries to get the ball, but he's knocked on. The Saints have the ball deep, and so sloppy play there from Leeds. Chris Joint runs straight into Iestyn Harris and gets the ball away to Sean Hoppy. Hoppy runs at Tonie Carroll. He gets the challenge in. 18 metres out from the Leeds line. Cunningham onto Wayne McDonald. Yet spins out of the pass to Iestyn Harris, but Karl Pratt does well to complete the tackle, or did he? No, says Rob Conley. So Darren Fleary has to make sure it's done in the corner. Cunningham goes across field. He's tackled by Mears, and Jamie Matthews spins to wrap the legs up. Hoppy gets the ball out to Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe goes across field, but he's tackled by Pratt and Sinfield. Cleary again doubling up. Sean Long fires it out wide. They've got numbers out there, they can use it. There's a knock on. ball on their 20-metre line. Dave Wrench takes it. His first serious touch. Makes a good 10 metres. Come on for Andy Hay. Jamie Matthew. Dummies to Bradley Clyde and he's brought down by Stankovic. Robbie Mears now goes from dummy half. Good running from Robbie Mears. It's a good battle between him and Cunningham throughout tonight's match. We'll have an even tougher battle next week when Jimmy Lowe's is up against him. Darren Cleary up to the halfway line. Harris has Pratt outside and goes to Carroll. Carroll steps out Salford. It's Carroll, he's got the fullback to beat. Decides to go himself, he's going to score in the corner. Tonie Carroll. It is, you know. I think Tony thinks that hat-tricks are fours, because he only scores in fours. He's never happy with the three, and like most players, gets himself a four for the night, and Leeds are absolutely cruising. The sheer acceleration shown there by Carroll. Gets the ball out of the way, there's plenty of work to do. Skulldrops received on a pass, fullback comes across. Tonie Carroll's got no hesitation, puts the gas down, sprints into the corner. Chev Walker and Karl Pratt teach Tonie Carroll a thing or two about the English game as Iestyn Harris slots over the conversion. Just let you know, when they do sing your name, give them a little clap, they'll love you forever. And Tony, duly obliged, and the South Stand cheer on their man tonight. The Rhinos leading by 62 points to 16. Once, I think, in the history of Sky Sports, Mike Stevenson, aka Steve-O, is very quiet as the South Stand asks for the score to be read out by their favourite Baldy. Jamie Matthews, always inside to Iestyn Harris, is brought down just over the 30-metre line. Robbie Mears ducks under the first tackle, gets the ball away to Darren Cleary. He pushes off the first tackle and nickel, but he's going for the 40-20. No, Iestyn Harris kicks through. Wayne McDonald got a touch on it. Was Stankovic offside? The initial touch by McDonald. No, says Robert Connolly. McDonald can take it himself. Darren Cleary gets to tackle him, but McDonald can fire the ball back past All-Star. Long inside. Ball there too. Tim Yonkers, who makes a mess of the play of the ball and knocks it on. Well, when it's not your night, it's not your night. And St Helens, it's not your night. 8 minutes to go, 62 points to 16. I think I'm right in saying that's an absolute mirror of the score that Saints put in on Leeds. Tonie Carroll goes through, still going Carroll. He's being chased by Dwayne West, tremendous stuff by West. Desperate challenge to get the tackle in there. Iestyn Harris gets the ball out to Dave Wrench. Wrench runs through to Batautia, bounces off the first tackle, still going Wrench, does well. Yonker pulls him down. Mears finds Matthew. Matthew drives it up, gets the ball out to Iestyn Harris. Iestyn Harris fires it way out wide. Tremendous pass out to Keith Senior. Tries to get the ball to Bradley Clyde. There's a knock on there by Clyde. Mix up between Senior and Clyde. In centre field, tries to get the ball away, does to Skullfoot, so dangerous. That's why St Helens are the force they are. Okay, they've had a bad night tonight at the office, but they're absolutely outstanding side. The record speaks for itself. And it's because of that offload game. They're dangerous from every single position of the field. But Tautu shows it again there. Cunningham just on his shoulder, picking up the ball straight away. Leeds fire out wide. West as well to take it. Cuts back inside, still going West. Chev Walker wraps him up though and wins the wrestle as well. Such an important part of the game. Wayne McDonald tries it up, tries to get the offload away. Well done, Karl Pratt. Wrap the ball up there. Tremendous stuff from the wingman. Come hooker, come scrum half. Play wherever you like, Karl Pratt, as long as he's in blue and amber. Iro spins off the first tackle, gets the ball away. Well done, Darren Cleary. Tremendous stuff, Darren Cleary. Andy Hayes drives up the centre of the field. 22 metres out from his own line. Sinfield steps away. Still going Sinfield. Powers his way up. 28 out from the Leeds line. Jamie Matthew runs straight at Nicol and McDonald and they pull him down. Leeds with 5 minutes to go. Lead this game 62 points to 16. You wouldn't even have credited at the start of the game. Karl Pratt puts the gas up. He's brought down. Iestyn Harris just kicks it over the top of Stewart. Just to turn the fullback. He has to pick it up 5 minutes out from his own line. Darren Cleary, Jamie Matthew both missed the tackle. Andy Hay makes sure on the 20-metre line. So Hay and Mears put the tackle in, and I've got a sense of telepathy coming on now. I've got a sneaking feeling that Ian Hill might say it's a bit mental for the cup final to be playing on a Friday night after the final. Leeds weren't getting too much sympathy when they had to play on the Tuesday after playing on Saturday at Wembley. We shall see what the excuses are. I'm sure there will be many. Iestyn Harris comes into centre field, inside ball to Dave Wrench. Wrench tries to go around the Tautu, but Yonkers is there to put the tackle in. Karl Pratt gets the ball away to Iestyn Harris. Iestyn Harris steps and goes himself. Still going Iestyn Harris inside of Francis Cummins. Francis Cummins. Anything you can do, Tony, I can do just as good. That's the hat-trick for Francis Cummins, and just deserves. He's been absolutely fantastic tonight, Francis Cummins. He's been on the back of the shoulder of every play, every move, supporting. Often a fruitless task. You run and you never get the ball. You do all the hard work and don't get the chance. But he's been there tonight. The balls have come to him, and he's scored the tries. And Leeds are in absolute heaven. Iestyn Harris will have the conversion. Now Leeds lead by 50 points, 66 points to 16. That's 68-16, and there's still 2 or 3 minutes remaining in this game. Club record for the Rhinos against St Helens. The worst defeat St Helens have ever suffered in Super League. 68 points to 16. Goes straight to the top, and it goes from bad to worse for St Helens. Trying to fancy a kick-off, and they need to. You know, you can't knock Salford for that. Got to try and do something. This is Karl Pratt. Gets the ball out wide to Tonie Carroll. Tonie Carroll cuts inside Sullivan, but he's brought down on the 30-metre line. Leeds now going for 70 points. Back to the style that saw them win 106 points to 10 in the Challenge Cup at the start of the year. That time is against Swinton. This time it's against Challenge Cup holders, World Cup champions and double Super League champion St Helens. This is Kevin Sinfield, up wide to Keith Seager. Seager's going to score a hat-trick. That's Keith Seager's hat-trick. I'll be absolutely honest with you, I've lost count of the scorers. I think that may be Keith Seager's hat-trick. Either way, it's Leeds Rhinos getting 70 points against the world champions. I'll say it again, they scored over 70 points against the world champions. Well, if there isn't a full house here at Headingley next week, there's something wrong with the world.
Well, he's been absolutely hammered tonight as his St Helens side. And Iestyn Harris has kicked the conversion. 11 goals. Tremendous stuff. Leeds now 74 points to 16. Well, I don't even think the biggest optimist amongst Leeds fans would ever have expected this score. Game's kicked off. DC will take the tackle, and that's the end of the game. And the Rhinos have beaten St Helens 74 points to 16. 74 points to 16.